Shalom Aleichem and Baruchim Habayim. Moshe Langado here speaking under the auspices of Kollel, Baruch Ahavat Yisrael in San Diego, California, and Sha'rei Tziyon here in Brooklyn, New York. My friends, this week is Parshat KORACH. We read the story of KORACH and his rebellion, his mutiny against Moshe Rabbeinu. And how he starts the mutiny, how he starts the rebellion is very strange. He starts and says, Moses, the whole nation is holy. Why do you lord over them? Moshe Rabbeinu, lording over Bnei Israel? Don't we know that Moshe Rabbeinu was the humblest of men? Would he try to exalt himself over other people? How did KORACH have such an idea? And the answer really is quite simple. When we look at the world, when we look at other men, when we look at God Almighty, we look through our personality, through our character, through our inhibitions and our problems. For example, when we are happy and we feel good, the whole world is happy. The whole world is a joy. When a person is sad and melancholy, the whole world to him seems depressed. My friends, many years ago, I was sitting with my father, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, and we were looking at a certain book which described a hospital which was built in an enclave of Hasidim in Netanya. The hospital's name was the Lagnado Hospital. How did our name, Lagnado, Sephardic name from Spain, how was a hospital amongst the Kloisenberger Hasidim found? And the book had told us the story. My father said, what a humble, what a good man, generous man. He cares about everybody. And with him was an older man who was bitter, who had a difficult life. And he told my father, Mr. Langado, don't be so naive. Rich people don't give money because they have an empathy for others. They give money just for their own ego. They give money only so that their names could be placed on buildings so the world could know Mr. Langado must not have been such a good man. And the discussion went on. Just for the record, Mr. Langado had already passed away when he gave the money to the hospital. So it was no ego. And he never asked for the name of the hospital to be given to him. But be it as it may, I understood the discussion between my father and his friend. My father, a very generous, a very kind, a very happy man. Ergo, what he saw in the generosity of another man was a good heart, a good person. While the other man, who was a difficult person, he was not a generous man. If anything, he was a hoarder. What did he see? He saw the other person, the giver, as just like him, only giving if it benefited himself. How sad. But we should learn our lesson. Just like KORACH looked at things from his perspective, his character, his personality, that Moshe couldn't be a humble person because he wasn't humble. And if he wasn't humble, his friend Moshe, his leader Moshe, could not be humble. KORACH had such gava, such haughtiness, that he said his name itself testified to his greatness. He was Korach ben Yitzhar. Yitzhar is oil, fine oil. He said, oil always rises at the top. So that's my place at the top. If I could just have the license to give another story. Many years ago, my Rosh Yeshiva, my teacher, went looking for a car. And he decided that he wanted a Bonneville. And he looked in the classified ads and he found somebody selling a Bonneville. He called up. The man said he would come over with the car in 2 hours. And he did come over. And the car looked beautiful. And the Rosh Yeshiva said, it's a very good price. I'm very much interested. Can you give me the keys so I could take a test drive? And the man who brought the car looked at the rabbi and said, give you the keys to my car? You'll steal it and I'll never see you again, nor the car. And the Rosh Yeshiva was taken aback. First of all, he came to the yeshiva, which is the Rosh Yeshiva's place. He's not going anywhere. And why would he suspect him of stealing the car? So they agreed that the owner of the car would be in the car when the Rosh Yeshiva took a test drive. Fine. When they came back to the yeshiva, the Rosh Yeshiva immediately called the police and gave them the license plate number of the vehicle. They told them it was a stolen vehicle. The boys in the yeshiva were amazed. Rabbi,